At 17 years old, Noah had a dream bigger than his circumstances. He wanted to become extraordinary. Not famous. Not lucky. Extraordinary. The problem was that his daily habits looked nothing like his dreams. Every morning, he promised himself he would wake up early. But when the alarm rang, he pressed snooze. Every evening, he promised he would study, exercise, and work toward his goals. But somehow, hours disappeared into television, social media, and distractions. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And despite his big dreams, nothing in his life was changing. One afternoon, Noah attended a local sports competition. He watched athletes perform at an incredible level. Their speed amazed him. Their focus impressed him. Their confidence inspired him. After the event, he approached the champion and asked a question. "What does it take to become great?" The athlete smiled. Noah expected to hear about talent. He expected to hear about special opportunities. Instead, the champion gave a surprising answer. Greatness begins when motivation ends. Noah looked confused. The athlete continued. Most people act when they feel motivated. Champions act whether they feel like it or not. That's called self-discipline. Those words stayed with Noah. That night, he sat alone in his room thinking. For years, he had been waiting to feel motivated. Waiting for the perfect time. Waiting for inspiration. But what if success wasn't built on motivation at all? What if it was built on discipline? The next morning, when his alarm rang at 5:00 a.m., Noah faced a choice. Stay comfortable or become better. Everything inside him wanted to stay in bed. But for the first time, he did something different. He got up. It seemed like a small decision. A simple choice. But Noah had no idea that this single act of discipline would become the first step on a journey that would completely transform his life. Because greatness is not created by one big moment. It is created by thousands of small decisions made when nobody is watching. The first few days were difficult. The first few weeks were even harder. Every morning at 5:00 a.m., Noah's alarm would ring. And every morning, he faced the same enemy. Not another person. Not bad luck. Not a lack of opportunity. His enemy was comfort. Comfort whispered to him, "Stay in bed for a few more minutes. You can start tomorrow. You've worked hard enough." At first, the voice was powerful. Some mornings, Noah lost the battle. He overslept. He skipped workouts. He wasted time on distractions. And every time he did, he felt disappointed in himself. But something had changed. Unlike before, he no longer made excuses. Instead, he took responsibility. The next day, he tried again. And again. And again. Slowly, discipline began to grow. Noah discovered an important truth. Self-discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. The less you use it, the weaker it gets. Month after month, Noah built habits. He woke up early. He exercised consistently. He studied when others relaxed. He worked on his goals when nobody was watching. His friends didn't understand. While they spent weekends sleeping late and chasing entertainment, Noah was investing in his future. Some laughed at him. Some called him obsessed. Others said he was missing out on life. But Noah remembered the champion's words. Greatness begins when motivation ends. There were still difficult days. Days when he felt tired. Days when progress seemed invisible. Days when quitting looked tempting. Yet every time he chose discipline over comfort, he became a little stronger. A little wiser. A little closer to the person he wanted to become. Then one day, Noah noticed something remarkable. The things that once felt difficult were becoming normal. Waking up early became a habit. Working hard became a habit. Staying focused became a habit. Discipline was no longer something he forced himself to do. It was becoming part of who he was. And that is when Noah realized a powerful secret. Successful people are not always more talented than everyone else. They simply do the things others refuse to do, consistently and without excuses. The battle was far from over. But for the first time in his life, Noah knew he was winning. Because every day he chose discipline, he was building the foundation for greatness. And soon, the results would speak for themselves. 5 years passed. The boy who once struggled to get out of bed had become a completely different person. Noah was no longer chasing motivation. He no longer waited until he felt inspired. He had learned to rely on something far more powerful: discipline. One morning, Noah stood on a stage before hundreds of people. Among the audience were students, business leaders, athletes, and professionals who had come to hear his story. As the crowd applauded, Noah remembered the person he used to be. The boy who made excuses. The boy who procrastinated. The boy who dreamed about success, but lacked the habits to achieve it. Looking back, he realized something remarkable. The biggest transformation had not been his achievements. It had been his character. Over the years, discipline had opened doors he never imagined possible. His grades improved. His health improved. His confidence grew. Opportunities began finding him. People trusted him, respected him, looked up to him. But none of it happened overnight. Every achievement was the result of thousands of small decisions. The decision to wake up early. The decision to keep going when progress was slow. The decision to stay focused when distractions appeared. The decision to do what was necessary instead of what was easy. After his speech, a young student approached him. "What's the secret to becoming successful?" the student asked. Noah smiled. Years earlier, he had asked a similar question. "The secret," Noah said, "is understanding that greatness isn't something you achieve one day. It's something you build every day." The student listened carefully. Noah continued. "Most people want the rewards of greatness without paying the price. They want success without discipline, confidence without preparation, achievement without sacrifice." He paused. But life doesn't work that way. As the student walked away, Noah looked around the room. He understood something that many people never discover. Talent can open a door. Luck can create an opportunity. But self-discipline is what keeps you moving forward long enough to achieve greatness. Because at the end of the day, greatness is not reserved for the most gifted. It is earned by those who consistently choose what is right over what is easy. Those who keep going when motivation disappears. Those who make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. And those who understand that every disciplined action is a vote for the person they want to become. That is the power of self-discipline. That is the foundation of greatness. And that is why the future belongs to those who master themselves first.